Shadow the Hedgehog. It's a film that balances the frenetic energy of a video game with the emotional weight of a blockbuster epic, and Fowler walks this tightrope with the confidence of a maestro, making every frame pulse with intention and heart. Now let's talk about the cast, because this ensemble is a constellation of stars that lights up the screen. Ben Schwartz is back as the voice of Sonic, the blue hedgehog with a penchant for chili dogs and a heart as big as his supersonic speed. Schwartz doesn't just voice Sonic, he embodies him, infusing every quip and heroic dash with a charm that makes you cheer, whether he's outrunning missiles or tossing out one-liners about low-budget helicopter rides. Then there's Idris Elba as Knuckles, the echidna warrior whose deep, resonant voice carries the weight of honor and strength. Elba's performance is a masterclass in grounding a larger-than-life character, giving Knuckles moments of vulnerability that make his journey resonate. And let's not forget Colleen O'Shaughnessy, the only voice actor carried over from the Sonic games, who brings a quiet brilliance to Tails, the twin-tailed fox whose genius gadgets and loyal heart steal every scene he's in. But the real magic happens with Jim Carrey and Keanu Reeves. Carrey, who teased retirement after Sonic the Hedgehog 2, was lured back by the promise of a unique challenge, playing not just the manic, mustache-twirling Dr. Ivo Robotnik, but also his grandfather, Gerald Robotnik, in a dual role that's equal parts comedic genius and dramatic powerhouse. Ivo is a whirlwind of unhinged energy, dancing to his own chaotic beat, while Gerald is a cold, grief-stricken scientist whose pain drives the film's darker edge. Filming their scenes together was a technical marvel. Carrey worked with a stand-in, Brendan Murphy, and used voice recordings to react to his own performance, a process he compared to Eddie Murphy's multi-role feats in The Nutty Professor. The result is a dynamic that crackles with tension and humor, making every Robotnik moment a highlight. Then there's Keanu Reeves as Shadow the Hedgehog, the brooding anti-hero who's both Sonic's mirror and his greatest threat. Reeves brings a haunting depth to Shadow, his voice carrying the weight of a tragic past and a burning need for vengeance. When Shadow wakes in a GUN facility and unleashes chaos, you feel his rage, a nod to the 2005 Shadow the Hedgehog game, adapted with reverence by Fowler, who once worked on its cutscenes. Reeves' restraint makes Shadow's pain palpable, turning him into more than a villain. He's a force of nature. The cast is rounded out by newcomers like Kristen Ritter as Director Rockwell, whose performance some found underwhelming, and young Alila Brown as Maria, whose emotional authenticity Fowler praised, drawing from her work in Furiosa. James Marsden and Tika Sumpter return as Tom and Maddie Wachowski, Sonic's human family, grounding the fantastical with warmth, while James Wolk, Sophia Pernas, Cristo Fernandez, and Jorma Taccone add fresh energy. The story is a high-stakes sprint that grabs you and doesn't let go. Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, our beloved Team Sonic, face their greatest challenge yet: Shadow, a hedgehog whose chaos control powers outmatch even Sonic's speed. Allied with Ivo and Gerald Robotnik, Shadow's quest for revenge against humanity sets the stage for a globe-trotting adventure, from the neon-lit chaos of Tokyo's Shibuya Crossing to the desolate ruins of Prison Island. Written by Pat Casey, Josh Miller, and John Whittington, the script leans into the darker tones of Sonic Adventure 2, weaving themes of loss, redemption, and unlikely alliances. When Sonic receives a key from a dying Commander Walters, entrusted with GUN's most powerful weapon, the stakes feel deeply personal. And when Super Sonic and Super Shadow clash in a cosmic finale, it's not just a fight, it's a collision of ideals that leaves you breathless. Financially, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is a juggernaut. With a $122 million budget, the highest in the franchise, it was a calculated risk that paid off spectacularly, grossing $492.2 million worldwide. It's the highest-grossing Sonic film, the second highest-grossing video game movie at the time of release, and the 10th highest-grossing film of 2024. In the US and Canada, it pulled in $236.1 million, with another $256 million from markets like China, Japan, and the UK. Deadline Hollywood calculated a net profit of $123.6 million, factoring in merchandise, streaming, and home media. Paramount's savvy moves, filming in British Columbia for $10 million in tax credits, reusing digital assets from prior films, and condensing a 12-week shoot, maximized spectacle while keeping costs tight. Behind the scenes, the production was a marvel of ingenuity. Filming began in September 2023 in London, delayed slightly by the SAG-AFTRA strike, with additional shoots in British Columbia. The team blended CGI characters with live-action settings so seamlessly you forget Sonic and his crew aren't real. 6 studios, Rising Sun Pictures, Rodeo FX, Industrial Light and Magic, Finn, Marza Animation Planet, and Paramount's in-house team